Leading off for the Eagles today, it's the second baseman, number 2, Evan Hedrick. Brings up the catcher, number 24, Trenton Beavers. Brings up the shortstop, number 8, Clay Davis.
I tried calling, they didn't answer. No, I'm their least favorite person.
Heads up! Hey, you got this here, Blake? Get her right here. Blake? Good hit. Follow it up, bro. Follow it up.
Brings up the pitcher, number 26, Colton Barong.
That's going to bring up the pitcher for the Hiawasee Dam Eagles, Colton Barong. He's the cleanup hitter. Top half of the first inning. That one sent foul. 0-1 the count. On the Eagle pitcher, Colton Barong. Runner at second for the Hiawasee Dam Eagles as they get settled in after some technical issues early on here. Was not caused by the rain, though. Well, it might be, but we're not going to blame it on the rain. Like Milli Vanilli. We're just going to blame it on the internet. 0-1 offering from Davis Anders. That one sails outside for ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Hiawasee Dam Eagle pitcher, Colton Barong. On deck is Tanner Taylor, but there's 2 gone in the inning. Pop foul. He's in the hole. At a ball, 2 strikes now. We'll run through the infield since we didn't get that at the beginning of our technically challenged broadcast. On the mound, as you can see, it's Davis Anders, normally behind the plate, but he also does some pitching. And he got the start here against this non-conference opponent in Hiawasee Dam. That one's low. Evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Around the infield, over at first, it's Abram Appel. At second, it's Reed Raby. At third, Malachi Hayes. At short, leading the infield, it's Ian Knapp. 2-2. Runs at full, 3-2. In the outfield, Jackson Hersey is out in left. In right, it's Caleb Clower. And in center, Tyler Williams. That's the defensive alignment for the Franklin Panthers. Runner takes off. It was a hit and run, and that one's fouled back. Three-two. Ball 4. 2 on with 2 out. In the top half of the first inning, we'll bring the third baseman to the plate, Tanner Taylor, after Barong earned a walk. He stands down at first. That one is swung on and missed. Throw down to third, and he is in safe. Runners now on the corners for Hiawasee Dam. Rain has been falling on and off here, but not enough to delay action. 0-1, back to the screen, and the hole 0-2 is the Eagle third baseman. Panthers are 2-0 coming into this one. A pair of non-conference wins. This past Tuesday night beat Swain County 9-0. Hiawasee Dam comes in at 0-1. Up the middle, base hit. That'll play to run. And Hiawasee Dam takes an early 1-0 lead in this one.
Number 22.
It's going to bring to the plate Dawson Headley, the first baseman. Clay Davis scores from third. Barong, the pitcher, heads down to second as the first offering is in the dirt to Headley. Two on, 2 out, slow roller. And it's going to be fielded by Davis Anders. Throws to first in time for the final out. But a run does come across for Hiawasee Dam, and they take an early 1-0 advantage. Home half of the first coming up. Welcome back as we head to the bottom half of the first inning. Hiawasee Dam plated a run there in the top half of the first. Take a 1-0 lead. As you see the final warm-up tosses by the Eagles starting pitcher, Colton Barong. He was stranded in that top half of the first inning. Here's the battery for Coach Jared Greenwood, as he sends to the plate here in the first inning, Malachi Hayes, Tyler Williams, and Davis Anders. That's your top half of the order. Ian Knapp, Jackson Hersey, Reed Ravy, Clint Cave, Caleb Clower, and Abram Appel will round out the lineup for the Panthers. And on the mound, we mentioned Colton Barong. The Eagle hurler takes a couple of more warm-up tosses around the infield. The catcher is Trenton Beavers. At first, Dawson Headley. At second, it's Evan Hedrick. At third is Tanner Taylor. And over at short, Clay Davis. Malachi Hayes going to lead things off. In the outfield, we'll run down the Eagle outfield here in just a few moments as Malachi Hayes settles in, and he takes a ball low. 1-0 the count to Malachi Hayes, and that one misses. 2-0 the count to leadoff man Malachi Hayes. And we welcome Ryan Haley to the broadcast. A little out of breath after sprinting from the softball field over here. I hear the national anthem in the background, so they're getting underway over there.
George, it's good to see you again this year. The new rules now is basically we have to have an AD to welcome the officials to the home plate and make sure that we're all going to be nice people today.
Everybody is going to be kosher.
Well, we weren't so nice because it took forever to get to the field, and we were a little bit late.
Here's the pitch, popped on the infield. Who wants it's the question. It looks like it's going to be the shortstop. That's going to camp under it and make the play. Clay Davis records the first out here in the bottom half of the first inning. That's going to bring to the plate Tyler Williams, the center fielder.
George, is good to be back, by the way.
It's good to see you.
It's good to see you, too. Tyler Williams is on fire to start the year as a sophomore with a triple and a home run so far. He's seen it very well.
And Williams will take a ball. Panthers 2-0, mentioned that in the top half of the first inning. Off to a hot start, scoring a lot of runs. Beat Murphy 14-4. That one catches the corner. 1 ball, 1 strike to Tyler Williams.
Yeah, it's been interesting to see who we're playing against. And I know the scores don't show it, but, Murphy rolled out a really good pitcher and a stud catcher, and so far so good. We've been playing well.
Awaiting the 2-1. Swung on and missed. Williams comes up empty and evens the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, I saw Tyler at the beginning of the game, and I said, Tyler, don't start pulling your head out because you hit a bomb last game. Stay within yourself.
2-2 towards second and under the glove of the second baseman, Evan Hedrick. And that'll be a base hit for Tyler Williams. He stands at first. And that's going to bring to the plate Davis Anders. First hit for the Panthers so far in the ball game. Anders on the mound tonight, Ryan.
Yeah, I walked over after the first half, and I saw he gave up a run. We don't normally see catchers get on the mound, but I guess Coach Greenwood wants to see what everybody can do.
Yep.
But, But here comes the most confident kid in the nation, Davis Anders. He is so relaxed. He's so cool, calm, and collect. This is what you want to see out of your best player.
Barong kicks and fires, and Davis takes the ball high and outside. 1-0 the count to Davis Anders. A few more folks are making their way in as the runner takes off at first, throw down, going to be high. And Tyler Williams will take second.
Watching Davis over the last couple months, he works so hard. He comes out here on Sundays, gets the machine on the mound, takes a lot of cuts. He's really into this season. He's ready to have a good one.
1-1. That one catches the high part of the strike zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Davis Anders. One, 2. That one pops the mid-high for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Davis Anders. Ian, go ahead.
Sorry, I got to see Tommy Strickland, who's the coach of Nantahala. Let you call this pitch right here.
Here's the 2-2. Sent high and pretty deep to left, but got to hang up and be caught by the left fielder for out number 2.
I think Davis kind of took that outside pitch and just kind of pulled a little bit instead of trying to go to right field, but he'll make the adjustment. I was telling you, I saw Tommy Strickland at the beginning of the game, and he's been here. He was here a long time ago, coaching under Ken Dietz with the JV team, and he's here to turn this program around at Nantahala. He's doing a good job so far.
It's going to bring to the plate Ian Knepp. And he takes high and outside for ball 1.
Ian's kind of in a little bit of a slow start to start the year, but I think this is going to be his breakout game. I mean, he's feeling confident. Must have had good BP.
Pops that one foul.
Got good wheels in second base. Tyler, he's been running well, and he's a smart ball player, smart runner. Let's see if Ian can hit backside with the second baseman going to the bag here.
1-1. Misses. 2 balls and a strike now to Ian Knepp. Runner takes off. Ball gets away from the catcher. And Williams will take third without a throw.
Going back to Coach Strickland, he was here about 12 years ago with Neats, but when he left here, he went to Murphy High School, and he was the pitching coach when they went to the state championship, and I think they faced Mackenzie Gore, who's at the pro ball right now.
3-1. Caught the corner. Did he call it a strike or call it a ball?
Oh, he pointed. Okay.
He was pointing. I thought that was a strike, and I think the coaching staff for Hiawasee Dam did too. So that's ball 4, sending Ian Knepp down to first. So runners on the corners. That'll bring to the plate Jackson Hersey.
Right. And going back to Coach Strickland, he's learned a lot of baseball. He's been around a long time. He knows the game very well. He's been on winning teams, went to state championships, and this is a really good pickup for Nantahala to kind of get this program turned around. They haven't won as much, but last year they had a good season.
Runner takes off at first. Throw is high and into center field. That'll score a run. We'll see if Ian Knepp can make it down to third. He does as the throw comes down, but late. So that's the first run for the Panthers, and that ties it up at 1 apiece.
Yeah. Hiawasee Dam played Towns County in their first game of the year 2 days ago, and they had 10 errors, so their defense needs to be worked on a little bit.
The 1-0. Hersey comes up swinging and misses. For strike 1. He had a home run cut. 1 ball and 1 strike to Jackson Hersey.
Yeah, Jackson's on fire. Had a triple early in the season. The thing about Jackson, I could tell on his stride, if he could just kind of stay inside and not pull his foot out, keep that barrel in the zone nice and long.
That one is sent into left field for a base hit. Jackson Hersey able to get a slow roller between third and short, and that'll score a run. and gives the Panthers an early 2-1 lead. That'll bring to the plate Reed Ravy.
It's good to see Reed here on the varsity level. He's extremely athletic, very strong. Right now, he's replacing Dawson Plouffe, our all-conference player last year at second base, and right now he's doing a good job hitting at a 400 clip.
Hersey takes off at first. Throw goes down. He slides in, and Hersey gets in under the tag. A ball at the plate to Reed Ravy, the Panthers' second baseman.
It's going to be tough for these Hiawasee infielders when the pitcher takes a long time to deliver the ball.
1-0, well outside. 2-0.
He is very slow to the plate. And that's okay if you're a pitcher, but as long as you vary your looks and
2-0, and therefore a strike.
And keep the runner honest, then you can kind of use that kind of move. But right now, he's a one-looker, taking a long time to deliver the ball.
Hersey gets second now. The umpire is.
I don't think he knows what the count is. He's asking for a count. They say 1-1.
Okay. Now he's going to call the other umpire from behind the plate or from behind the pitcher's mound and discuss it here.
George, one of our jobs now as ADs, myself and Matt Bradley, that's required, is we got to meet them at the gate and park them and then walk them to where they have to dress and then walk them to the field and make sure that everybody's going to be nice. But this home plate umpire is a new guy. He's never been here before. The one in the field did a lot of our games last year. He's a young kid who's very experienced and done a good job.
Colton Barong kicks and fires, and that one is sent into center for a base hit. Ravy with a single, digging for two. Run comes home to score. Ravy slides safe and second.
I love that. That's how we used to coach it a long time ago. Jeff Graham's always said, be extremely aggressive. Takes a good field, get the ball, make a good throw, good tag. That's pressure on the defense. And with Reed's speed, he can do that.
He's going to bring Clint Cabe to the plate after the double by Reed Ravy. Cabe in the catching position tonight. Panthers played another run, now up 3-1. And that one misses high for ball one.
Talking to Coach Strickland before pregame, he's going to roll a few pitchers out here today, so we'll see probably about 2 or 3 more guys.
1-0 is outside. 2-0. Offering backs him off the plate. 3-0.
Pitcher continue giving one look to the runner at second, which will enable him to expand his lead a little bit.
3-0 is ball 4. Runners at first and second now, and now they get time called by Tommy Strickland, head coach for the Hiawasee Dam Eagles. He's going to come out and talk to his pitcher, and Colton Barong. Let's see if we get a pitching change here. Runners at first and second for the Panthers here in the bottom half of the first inning. 3 runs have come across. Hiawasee Dam able to plate 1 run in the top half of this inning. And at the plate will be Caleb Clower.
I think Coach Strickland's out there on the mound right now saying, listen, it's 2 outs. Don't worry about the runners. Don't even look. Probably just lift and go. And let's get out of here. I think he's just trying to get his staff ready to go. It's early in the season for him. I mean, again, they played Towns County 2 days ago. Towns County already had 6 games in. That was his first game. That was pretty tough. So I think he's going to see what he has in all of his arms today. He's got to play Rosman tomorrow, so.
Barong stays in the ball game as Clower steps in, and he takes high for ball 1.
And I'm pretty sure he's going to save Evan Hedrick and Clay Davis for tomorrow against Rosman. So you won't see them tonight.
The 1-0 swung on and missed. Evens it up at a ball and a strike. Right back to the pitcher, off the glove of Barong, going to be scooped briefly. But everybody's going to be safe. Bases are loaded after the single by Caleb Clower. He stands at first. Going to bring Abram Appel to the plate.
That was pretty unfortunate for the pitcher and the shortstop, who actually could have made a play and either throw to first or shortstop pick it up and walk to second. But now he's in a really tough bind with bases loaded and 2 outs, and umpire looks confused again.
Appel takes low and outside for ball 1.
I think in this situation, George, with this pitcher on the mound struggling, I think this catcher needs to pop a little bit outside, give him a bigger target to throw to.
And fake throw down to third.
And just throw fastballs right now. He's at the bottom of the order, number 9 hitter. Yeah, Caleb's going to have a big lead out there, so a double could score him.
2-0. In there for a strike. 2-1 the count on Abram Appel, and the Panthers have batted around. Top of the order on deck, and Malachi Hayes, who led off the inning with a pop out. That one sent foul over the fence. Evens it up, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
So Gabriel's looking for his first hit of the year. See if he gets one right here.
2-2. Runs it full.
Big leads out there. Base hit could do a lot of damage.
That's ball 4, and that'll walk in a run.
Coach Strickland's got a tough call here. His pitcher is walking in hitters, and he's trying to expand the innings for all of his guys. At least try to get 2 in. He doesn't want to go. He doesn't want to pull them early. Malachi's off to a little bit of a slow start. I mean, this is a good opportunity for him to start jumping on the baseball and doing what he does. He's an outstanding hitter.
And therefore a strike to Malachi Hayes. As I mentioned, led off the inning with a pop to short.
He was taking that pitch all the way, knowing he can't throw a strike right now.
That's a little bit inside for ball 1.
And that's tough for a pitcher because he knows the umpire's kind of making him throw strikes and making that strike zone smaller. Better for the hitter.
1-1. Tried to paint the outside quarter, and a throw down to first. Back safely is Abram Appel. 2 balls and a strike to Malachi Hayes. Tyler Williams on deck. He got the scoring going. Came across earlier in this inning. Ball 3. Ball 4.
He's got to pull him right here.
That'll walk in another run as Clint Cabe comes home from third. And that's going to bring to the plate Tyler Williams. And it does look like we'll get a pitching change by Coach Tommy Strickland. And Hiawasee will head to the bullpen here. We'll tell you who the new pitcher is right after this. Planning a kitchen or bathroom remodel? The first call you need to make is to Anders Custom Woodworking. Tim Anders specializes in custom cabinetry and granite countertops for kitchens, bathrooms, offices, and entertainment centers. From the large kitchens to the smallest bathrooms, Anders Custom Woodworking will make sure your specific needs are met. Give Tim Anders a call at 828-342-4222 for a free estimate today.
Join Backlot Cinema and the Blue Ridge Bartram Trail Conservancy for Walking with Bartram, a section hike of the Bartram Trail through Georgia and North Carolina. Streaming now on YouTube and Facebook.
Welcome back, fans, as the new pitcher is the third baseman. He was over at third, Tanner Taylor. Barong and Taylor switched positions. And at the plate for the Panthers is Tyler Williams. Singled earlier in this inning, came around to score. Bases remain loaded as the first offering is a little bit inside for ball one.
Tanner Taylor, he's got a pretty good live arm. He's a veteran. He's a senior. So maybe get better pitches to look at.
The 1-0 popped up on the infield. Now going to be in shallow center. Shortstop will make the play for the final out. Clay Davis able to retire Tyler Williams. And that's going to retire the side for the Panthers here in the bottom half of the first inning, but not before. 5 runs come across on 4 hits. We head to the second, and it's 5-1 Franklin. Welcome back. Panthers have a new pitcher on the mound. It's Abram Appel, who is now going to be the hurler here in the second inning, taking over for Davis Anders. They got a new first baseman.
I guess your first baseman is?
It's Clint Cabe.
Okay.
Davis goes back behind the plate. I believe that's all of the changes. Davis Anders now your catcher. And Cabe over at first with Abram Appel now the pitcher. He's going to get a couple more warm-up tosses here. And then we'll have the top half of the second inning. 5-1 Franklin.
George, I think Coach Greenwood is trying to pull a little rabbit out of his hat and try to be another Kevin Cash by having an opener. Use his catcher to get one inning in and And hopefully Abram Appel, who's got a lot of experience, he's done a lot of travel ball. He's been very successful, did very well at the JV level. Maybe he can get about 3 innings out of him. I'm not sure what Coach Sizemore has in store for Abram. I know they're trying to work about 2 innings. But one thing about Abram, he's good live arm. He's a strong kid, tough kid. So this is a good opportunity for him to show the varsity staff what he can do at this level.
So he'll have a couple extra pitches. As I say that, the throw goes down to second, and we're going to get the top half of the second underway. It's going to be Luke Harbin that will lead things off. Harbin, Taylor, and Taylor. Kyle Taylor and Carson Taylor. The bottom half of the order for Coach Tommy Strickland and the Hiawasee Dam Eagles.
Having a very small school, you're going to run to a program starting freshmen.
That one's in there for a strike. 0-1 the count.
And that's what Luke Harbin was last year as a freshman playing, at this level. But, again, you get older, stronger, more experienced, and let's see if this kid can kind of turn it on a little bit.
Awaiting the 0-1 from Appel. Swung on and missed. It hold quickly is Luke Harbin.
We like to see that out of Abram Appel. Just rear back, cut it loose. This kid last year struggled a little bit at the plate.
Low for ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Luke Harbin.
Usually a pitcher gets an opportunity to pitch. When he's going to that game that day, you kind of want to get a scouting report.
1-2 fouled off. Stays alive at a ball and 2 strikes.
And in this situation, knowing, some of these hitters who are probably new to this level, he could be very aggressive and force them to put the ball in play in contact.
The 1-2 to Harbin in the dirt. Evens it up, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
It feels playing normal depth. I wonder if this kid's got speed. They need to come to the ball if it's in play.
2-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. So Abram Appel mows down the first batter that he sees. First strikeout of the ball game for Panther pitching. And it's going to bring Kyle Taylor to the plate, the right fielder for the Eagles. A new baseball in.
Yeah, this kid, looking at stats from last year, looks like he's more of a contact hitter, can draw some walks. A little experience. He's a junior now. Again, Abe's main goal is just to be aggressive in the zone.
Popped straight up the chute. Davis able to catch it behind home plate. A tough catch. Leaning back for the second out.
Number 32.
That'll bring the non-hole hitter to the plate, the DH Carson Taylor.
Yeah, Carson's a junior. Again, another player who's does well on the mound. Maybe struggling a little bit at the plate. I'm seeing a lot of these hitters for Hiawasee kind of out their front foot.
And therefore, strike 0-1 the count.
When you're a good catcher like Davis, you're kind of watching the feet of the hitters. If the hitter keeps, taking his front foot and bailing out, you may want to work the hitter away.
One swung on and missed. It had some movement on it.
Every time you watch baseball games, you see the catcher kind of look at the hitter and look at their feet. Kind of gives them an idea what to throw them.
0-2. Strike 3. Couple of strikeouts in the inning for Abram Appel. And the top half of the second inning is in the books. Nothing doing for the Eagles. We head to the home half of the second with Franklin up 5-1. Back after this. Planning a kitchen or bathroom remodel? The first call you need to make is to Anders Custom Woodworking. Tim Anders specializes in custom cabinetry and granite countertops for kitchens, bathrooms, offices, and entertainment centers. From the large kitchens to the smallest bathrooms, Anders Custom Woodworking will make sure your specific needs are met. Give Tim Anders a call at 828-342-4222 for a free estimate today. Welcome back. We head to the bottom half of the second inning. Franklin is on top, 5-1. Davis Anders going to lead things off for Coach Jerry Greenwood and the Panthers. In the bottom half of the second. Anders flied out, his only time up. He was back in the first inning. He is 0 for 1 now behind the plate as he began the night on the mound. Ian Knepp, Jackson Hersey slated to bat here in the bottom half of the second inning.
It's actually a pretty good location by Taylor to kind of go down and in on a righty, especially with a big, strong kid like Davis who wants to get the barrel out there and extend. The velocity is a little bit better with Taylor out there other than Barong. It's got to be quick.
Taylor deals high. Evens it up at a ball and a strike. 1-1, sent high and deep and foul down the left field line.
It's like Davis got a little shorter with the swing. I mean, he don't see much movement from his hands. The barrel staying steady, just going quick to the baseball. A little bit early there. Again, I mean, he's been seeing, a lot better velocity so far. A little bit down right here.
The 1-2 went over and behind him.
It was good to see the courtesy drop the barrel. I don't think he wanted to foul that one off. He was well coached all his years.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Davis Anders. Bounces up to the catcher. Runs at full, 3-2.
That is so tough for a hitter. I mean, the pitcher bounces one to dirt, throws one behind his head, throws one up, throws one in his knees.
Just missed, ball 4. Anders draws a walk to begin the bottom half of the second inning. That's going to bring to the plate Ian Knepp. Drew a walk, his only time up.
Number 7,
Back in the first.
Ian Knepp.
Ian going deep in his roots with his music, way down there in South America. He's got a relative from about 500 years ago, and I think he found an old mixtape.
Is that what that was?
I think so.
Knepp gets hit on the back. First hit by a pitch in the ball game. So 2 on with nobody out for Jackson Hersey.
I'd love to see that out of a player. You get hit in the hip, and he takes off sprinting to first base, trying to show his wheels off. You never know who's watching. Could be a scout somewhere up in the trees. But Ian needs to field that first base.
Hersey sends that one foul. 1-1 to count.
Jax has been mixed, like a kind of a mixed bag in the last few years playing baseball, from the middle school to JVs. He didn't play last year, but watching him at practice and in the cage, I see it just like a changed man. Like, he's ready to roll this year. He's been working hard. Everyone's excited by him.
And therefore a strike. And the whole 0-2 is Hersey.
I see Coach Greenwood has shortened his swing down a little bit. Like a lot of these guys, just keeping their hands steady. He's playing with a lot of confidence right now.
misses. Ball, 2 strikes to Jackson Hersey, the left fielder in the lineup tonight. He singled back in the first inning. Runners get their leads at first and second. That one's high. Evens it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Throw to first, and he's back safely. Is Ian Knepp?
Ian's a savvy runner. Maybe trying to draw a throw it to right field, score a run, get him to third base. Jackson has an opportunity here. See a fastball hit it hard.
Taylor looks the runner at second, now comes home. That one's in the dirt, gets by the catcher, Trenton Beavers. Back to the backstop. That'll be ball 4. Must have missed a pitch in there. I had that one as the third.
2 and 2.
Yeah, I had that one as the third ball. Now the bases are loaded. Okay, now we've got some discussion.
Yeah, he's clueless. He's need to check with his partner out there. It's full count. Jack's about to come back to home and get another pitch.
All right. The runners did advance. It did get away from the catcher.
Now the second base umpire, or the field umpire, he's a veteran. He's been here a while. He played baseball way back over in Union County in Porter Ridge. He knows the game very well, and obviously he's got to defer to the home plate, who's the crew chief right now. He can't just say, hey, it's 3-2. He's got to wait for the point. And he got it and corrected everything.
Hersey back in the batter's box. The 3-2 pitch. Fouled off. I think it fouled off of his foot.
That's a tough pitch for a right-hander. Ball inside. Usually you want to take your hands and kind of get away from your body as they're young hitters. But if he could see it early and get that hand, or the hands inside the ball, I mean, he could do damage. And his pitcher's been working inside on our hitters.
3-2 offering from Taylor. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Fake throw down to third. First out of the inning.
Brings up number 2.
That's going to bring Reed Raby to the plate for a strikeout for Taylor.
Now, Coach Strickland's got, he's got something to think about here with the base open. Down by 4, your best hitters are coming up.
That one hit him. Raby races down to first.
Well, he did race down to first, but he did pull up at the bag. So I'm sure his dad, who's a longtime baseball coach here at Franklin and just a superstar player, played college ball, is probably going to get in his ear a little bit to run through the bag and not pull up. So I guess I'll talk to him in the morning about that.
Clint Cabe now at the plate after the hit by pitch. And Cabe will take low for ball 1. Clint drew a walk back in the first inning.
Clint's getting an opportunity here as a junior. See what he can do. Oh.
Clay able to hit it off the third baseman's glove. That'll score 1 run. Bases remain loaded.
George, the big question is that a hit or an error?
I know. I didn't see a good angle at it.
See, I'm a longtime pitcher, so to me that's an error.
Number 14.
But again, you got an offensive-minded head coach, manager, and Jerry Greenwood's probably going to give him a hit. Probably deserved a hit. It was a pretty good rocket.
He did give him a hit. I see it up on the scoreboard.
Of course. Who's ever run the books probably get fired if it was an error.
That'll bring to the plate Caleb Clower.
Caleb's a kid this year I'm very curious about. I have a question mark here in my notes on him. Big and strong kid. Hopefully he can knock down right field, get some big hits, get a lot of he's a kid full of confidence, number 1. Oh.
That one hit him.
Oh, he's sprinting.
That'll bring in a run.
Good. So George, real quick, I'm sure with the big TV in the locker room, maybe Greenwood would pull up the video of what to do because Caleb went hard through the bag, when he got hit. So maybe he could show Reed Raby next time not to pull up to the bag. So that could be a coaching point.
We're going to get a meeting on the mound here. Looks like Coach Strickland going to come out and talk to his pitcher, Tanner Taylor. Abram Appel is going to be at the plate for the Panthers once the meeting is over at the mound. And Appel was at the plate back in the first inning and drew a walk, only appearance. He's 0 for 1, but the bases remain loaded. Just one gone here in the inning. 7-0, or 7-1 rather, is the score here in the bottom half of the second inning. Panthers have a golden opportunity. You talked about it, Ryan, a couple times. A hit really would blow this one open, as you've got
number 22, Abram
the bases loaded, and golden opportunity for the non-hole hitter, Abram Appel.
And the thing about Abram, he's going to see a fastball first pitch. See if he jumps on it.
Low for ball one.
So this is a situation as a pitcher, which, you know, I can see his body language is not too good on the mound. He can't throw a strike, and now you get the leadoff hitter in the hole or on deck. He's got to make good pitches to the 9-hitter.
Two and 0.
As a manager, I know Coach Strickland is probably kind of looking in. You don't want to see your pitcher in every pitch, you know, looking into the dugout. It's not a good sign.
2-0. He fouled it off. The check swing. Excuse me. 2 balls and a strike now to Abram Appel.
But going back to Nantahala being such a small school. Hiawasee, my fault. Being such a small school, you know, it's tough to get a lot of talent. And he has a couple of really good baseball players who can play for any team. If he just had a couple more.
2-1. 3 balls and a strike.
Yeah, bad body language right now. I mean, you got your 9-hitter. You want Abram to have, you know, a lot of confidence. Well, Greenwood give him the green light.
Here's the 3-1. Behind him to the backstop. Ball 4, doesn't matter. As another run comes across. That'll be the 8th to cross here for the Panthers. And looks like we're going to get a pitching change.
Well, the pitcher just told the coach that he didn't want to pitch anymore. He told him to get him out. He just dropped the ball on the field, which is not a good thing. I'm sure Coach Strickland is going to get on about that. It's tough. You know, pitching is it's a tough thing. You got to, you know, have a good arm, good momentum. You know, it's difficult. So everyone's going to get an opportunity tonight.
Now, it looks like it's going to be the left fielder coming in. We'll get a number and a name after we come back. Stay with us.
Join Backlot Cinema and the Blue Ridge Bartram Trail Conservancy for Walking with Bartram, a section hike of the Bartram Trail through Georgia and North Carolina. Streaming now on YouTube and Facebook.
This one into right pretty well. Right fielder backpedaling. It's out of here. Welcome back. Got a new pitcher on the mound. It is Luke Harbin, and standing in to facing Malachi Hayes. Malachi sends that one towards second. To first. In time, we'll score a run. Everybody advances. One bag. Runners at second and third. That's going to bring to the plate Tyler Williams.
Malachi just missed that one. Hit it right off the end of the bat. Kind of pulled off on it. But one pitch went out for Luke Harbin, his first high school pitch.
Sent towards short and into center field for a base hit. That'll score 2 runs. Williams going to hold up at first. Ball does get away. But coming home to score, Caleb Clower and Abram Appel.
The catcher, number 10.
That'll bring to the plate
Anders.
Davis Anders. Anders led off the inning with a walk.
Well, George, I think the only person who's going to stop Davis from getting RBIs this year is going to be Tyler Williams. That's his 9th RBI in his 3rd game, and we're only in the 2nd inning.
And Davis sends that one into left field for a base hit. Runners at first and second with 2 out. That's going to bring Ian Knepp to the plate.
Numero 7, Ian Knepp.
Knepp hit by a pitch, drew a walk. His 2 plate appearances so far in the ball game. 11-1 your score now as we play on in the bottom half of the 2nd inning.
Our batting average is going up, but so is Hiawassee's ERA.
Yeah, that one is in the dirt. Bounces in front.
Don't see a 15. Oh, that's Addicts.
1-0. In there for a strike. Evens it up at a ball and a strike.
Number 15, Attic Sutton in to run for the Panthers.
We got a pinch runner at first. That's Attic Sutton. 1-1, swung on and missed. Home run cut.
Yeah, he's really pulling off. I wonder if he's feeling a little pressure. Kind of, you're seeing, Davis. Davis does what Davis does, and you see Tyler off to a hot start. I think he needs to get back to what he knows to do.
1-2, sent towards third and through the wickets. That'll be an error. That's going to allow the bases to be loaded for Jackson Hersey.
Yeah, I think Coach Strickland's going to – he may have to play psychologist because Tuesday night they had 10 errors versus Towns County, and that was a really routine ground ball. So I'm sure he's going to be working on defense next week because he has got a game tomorrow.
Hersey struck out. That one gets away from the catcher, but it's going to bounce back pretty quickly. And the runners stay put. Hersey singled in the first and struck out back in the 2nd inning. Or back in this inning, rather. This is the 2nd inning. As my score sheet is already, look at this. We got 3 or 4 lines already in it because the Panthers have batted around in 2 consecutive innings.
I just like how you stay in the lines. It's good. Good coloring.
It's all in one color. I've seen some scorekeepers that have just that one is well behind Hersey all the way to the backstop. 2-0. I've just got, it's like Crayola. You've got all these shades of all kinds of ink, and it looks like a piece of Picasso, but I'm not that way. 2-0 the count to Jackson Hersey with the bases loaded. 2 gone. Hersey swings and misses.
Yeah, it's so tough for these hitters. You're seeing good velocity to start off, and now you got pitchers coming in, not throwing as hard, and it's really tough to stay back.
2-1. Just misses. 3-1.
Here comes a hitter's count. You got bases loaded, 3-1 count. I mean, you're sitting dead red fastball. Can he just stay patient?
3-1 pitch. Bounces away. Ball 4. And a walk and a run. That's going to bring to the plate Reed Raby. As Tyler Williams comes home from third on the walk. Raby a double, and he was hit by a pitch. Came home to score earlier in this inning. He also came home in the first inning. Behind Reed Raby to the backstop.
You know, as a team like ours, you know, we don't want to walk. We want to see good pitches. We want to get our bats going. You know, the conference is coming really soon. Again, we want to get things to hit, pitches to hit.
Towards short and through the glove. Tried to backhand it. And he came up empty, did the shortstop. That's going to score another run. It's 13-1 Panthers. Bases remain loaded for Clint Cabe.
Coach Greenwood held the runner up at third. That's Ian Knapp. You know, again, we're going to play with class, so we're going to go station to station. Just kind of give Hiawasee and Coach Strickland a little bit of a break here and see if they can gather themselves.
That'll be an error on Hiawasee Dam.
I know the score says 12-1, but this is a team last year who's got most of their players back that were 5-7 in conference. You know, they were competitive. They have an outstanding hitter in Evan Hedrick, and another player, I think it's Clay Davis.
Well, we got some discussion here.
You know, when I think of the name Clay Davis, I think of you ever seen The Wire?
Clint Cabe now got a bat. They have 12 up on the scoreboard here in the facility. I've got 13. Who's correct here is the question.
George, does it matter?
Does it matter at this
Doesn't
point?
matter.
No, I don't think so. I'm just looking at my score book here, and I believe I'm right. And therefore a strike. Evens it up at a ball and a strike.
I think they're getting to a point of making some switches and changes.
1-1, sent towards third. Going to be scooped. And the 5 unassisted will end the inning. But not before the Panthers played 10 runs. We head to the top half of the third, and it's 13-1 Panthers. Planning a kitchen or bathroom remodel? The first call you need to make is to Anders Custom Woodworking. Tim Anders specializes in custom cabinetry and granite countertops for kitchens, bathrooms, offices, and entertainment centers. From the large kitchens to the smallest bathrooms, Anders Custom Woodworking will make sure your specific needs are met. Give Tim Anders a call at 828-342-4222 for a free estimate today.
Audio Jungle.
Welcome back. Got a new pitcher on the mound for the Panthers. It's Clint Cabe. Now the hurler, up 13-1. Clint Cabe comes in from first to be the Panther pitcher. He's going to face the top of the lineup for the Hiawasee Dam Eagles. Evan Hendrick will lead it off. Trenton Beavers and Clay Davis. That's the slated lineup for Coach Tommy Strickland. As Clint Cabe looks in for the sign from Davis Anders. Sends that one foul. Quickly in the hole, 0-1.
Looking at Evan Hedrick, I was kind of excited to see what this kid looks like when we got here. Kind of has that Hunter Pence look at the plate. Wiry, tall kid. A lot of experience in travel ball.
Pops that one foul, and that one's going to reach the seats quickly in the hole, 0-2.
He hit 442 last year. 20 runs, very experienced. Chokes up the bat a lot. He is like Hunter Pence to me.
Slow roller. That one's going to kick foul, third base line.
Kind of going through their entire roster for Hiawasee. I know he's Evan Hedrick. Hedrick is, he's part of the Perfect Game group. Trying to look to get maybe offer somewhere to play somewhere.
Waiting the 0-2.
Oh,
strike three. Cabe able to record his first strikeout, and the first man that he faces going to bring Trenton Beavers to the plate. One gone here in the top half of the third inning.
Beavers another solid hitter. He's a sophomore. Last year as a freshman, he hit 239 with 7 RBIs.
Beavers bailing out of there, and that one's going to curve back in for a strike. 0-1 the count.
If Coach Strickland can at least groom one really good pitcher, or maybe another one, a number 2, in the next year or so, I mean, this would be a pretty competitive team.
0-1. Misses inside. Ball and a strike to Trenton Beavers.
Like I said at the top of the broadcast, he was, Coach Strickland was the pitching coach over at Murphy, who then went to the state championship and had to go up against Mackenzie Gore.
1-1, well inside. 2-1. Wasn't that in 2018?
I believe so.
Yeah, that was when Franklin was playing in the state championship for softball.
Right.
And I remember lots and lots of lightning and rain.
That's right.
And they had the same thing happen. I believe that baseball championship was held in Wilson at the is it Carolina Mudcats Stadium.
I believe so.
They had a lot of delays, and just like Franklin did that year, 2018. Here's the 2-2. Fouled off at the plate. He'll stay alive.
But to make the point about Coach Strickland, he's been around a long time in the game, and he knows how to coach, gets them prepared. Comes in last year, 7 wins right off the bat when they haven't won anything.
2-2. Sent into right field, and it's going to kick down and towards the wall. That'll be a double for Trenton Beavers.
Yeah, that's a tough spot. When you hit line drives to that right field, it's like a vacuum. It just sucks the ball down the line. And that's one thing that Caleb Clores have to get better at this year is just, judging, let the ball sometimes just carry him to him and not try to make a play just to protect it. Because once it hits that corner, I mean, that's a triple about every time.
That's going to bring to the plate Clay Davis. And Davis will take a strike.
Clay Davis is one of their top outstanding players. He was a sophomore last year, hit 365, 5 doubles. I think he had 20 stolen bases. He can run very well.
Oh, 1. Misses. A ball and a strike.
So being a junior this year, again, another year for him to grow and maybe lead his team into next year as they get better for Hiawasee.
1-1. Swung on and missed. Ball, 2 strikes to Clay Davis.
Yeah, it looks like he has a pretty good approach to the plate. It's up in the box. Really quick, strong.
1-2, fouled off. I think he got a piece of Davis Anders. Stays alive at a ball and 2 strikes.
That's one of the things about young hitters. You know, I'm seeing a lot of our guys do it. I see Hiawasee doing it. They're all just pulling off on the ball, just trying to yank it. But a lot of times you get that big gap towards the scoreboard. You want to shoot it that way into the gap.
1-2. Runner takes off, swung on and missed. Throw down to third. Bang, bang, he's safe. 2 gone, now runner at third for the Hiawasee Dam Eagles. Going to bring Colton Barong to the plate, who began the night on the mound.
That was a big strikeout for Clint. But Barong, again, here's another junior. He's a big kid, big lefty. He had a hit the other night versus Towns County.
Two gone, runner at third. Here's the pitch. Had some mustard on that one. 0-1 the count to Colton Barong. He has a oh, that's a base on ball. I can't read my handwriting. It's a BB, not a 1B. Thought he had a single back in the first. 0-1. Just misses the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike to Colton.
I do know that Coach Sizemore really loves Clint Cabe. He's used him a lot in the JV level and in travel ball. You know, Clint has a unique delivery.
Pokes that one foul, does Barong. In the hole, ball, 2 strikes.
He can drop it down Laredo right there. You know, his arms up, but kind of compact or short. Very deceptive. Good movement.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Evens it up. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I think Clint's going to be very effective for Coach Greenwood this year. Once he gets settled in at this level, understand what his role is on the team, be very useful.
Stays alive as he pokes at that one foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Colton Barong. Runner at third, but there's 2 gone in the inning as Tanner Taylor is on deck for the Hiawasee Dam Eagles. Got softball happening in left field. Here's some of the music from time to time. We'll see if we can get a score as we go along. 2-2 pitch. To the backstop. Stays alive.
Scared the fans there. One girl just jumped up. Popcorn and water went everywhere. Now she's upset. She's going to the concession stand.
Barong waits as Cabe gets the sign. Ball 4.
No.
No? Is that strike 3? He's pointing that way like it's a ball 4, but that was 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, God. He's looking at the fans.
3-2. All right, now we're good.
He is struggling. This is why the new thing now is the AD's got to walk these umpires back to their cars to protect them from the fans.
3-2 pitch. Strike 3.
Oh, boy.
That'll retire the side for the Eagles of Hiawasee Dam. We head to the home half of the third with Franklin remaining up 13-1. Stay with us. Planning a kitchen or bathroom remodel? The first call you need to make is to Anders Custom Woodworking. Tim Anders specializes in custom cabinetry and granite countertops for kitchens, bathrooms, offices, and entertainment centers. From the large kitchens to the smallest bathrooms, Anders Custom Woodworking will make sure your specific needs are met. Give Tim Anders a call at 828-342-4222 for a free estimate today. Ben Waldrop is going to lead things off for the Panthers here in the home half of the third inning, up 13-1.
George, I got really nothing to say about Ben. Didn't know he played baseball until I saw him in uniform.
That one's behind Ben Waldrop to the backstop. The pitcher remain on the mound in Luke Harmon as he came in relief in the bottom half of the second inning.
But I will say this. He played football. He was a decent athlete. So maybe he could translate to the baseball field.
That one's high. 2-0.
Be kind of curious to see what happens here.
Harbin waits. Now comes home 2-0. Popped up. And is it going to reach the seats? Yes. It is out of play.
But this is a kid that you can see the wonders in Coach Greenwood as far as hitting. I mean, if you look at Ben in the stance, he looks strong up there. His hands are very quiet. They don't move. The barrel's facing the sky. He's going straight to the baseball. So, I guess, Ben's the kid who's listening to Coach Greenwood and trying to show him how to hit properly. And
2-1. Behind him again. 3 balls and a strike to Ben Waldrop.
Now, Ben's in a hitter's count. I'm not sure how much baseball he knows, but he should be seeing dead red fastball.
It's ball 4.
That was on.
Down to first goes Waldrop, who's going to be coming up.
Number 15.
And it's going to be Attic Sutton now batting for Appel.
That was interesting. Maybe the catcher and pitcher got crossed up. I just never seen a catcher miss the ball like that.
Sutton sends that one into right center. It's going to fall in front of the right fielder. He'll fire quickly to second as Waldrop had to hold up, make sure that one wasn't caught, but he made it safely to second. 2 on with nobody out. It's going to bring Malachi Hayes to the plate. Top of the order now for the Panthers.
Want to make a note, Attic is a freshman, his first high school bat, base hit.
Hayes sends that one to first. Issues, and nobody is going to be able to scoop it and get it to first. And the bases are loaded as number 11 comes to the plate. We're going to get a pinch hitter, and I'll tell you who number 11 is. There is no number on my roster. There's a Brock Bradley that has no number, Tristan Messer, and Noah Brannon.
Noah Brannon.
Is it Brannon? Okay. Noah Brannon, Byron.
Noah Brannon, your batter.
He just got hit.
Yeah, Noah's a sophomore. Again, we got issues running down to the first base. You take off and you're running hard, but you don't pull up when you hit the cut of the grass to the dirt. So again,
Number 10.
there's always something to work on.
Anders.
Going to be Davis Anders that will stand in.
And this is good for Coach Greenwood to leave Davis in. I mean, again, he wants Davis to get all the looks he can get, all the at-bats. He's a potential in the running for, Player of the Year in the conference. Again, when you sit in the meetings like I do, a lot of times you got to see good numbers, and Davis will have good numbers this year, but you got to have better numbers.
The 0-1. That one evens it up at a ball and strike. You talked about there in the running for Conference Player of the Year. You have all conference. You have the Conference Player of the Year. a lot of fans, and even myself from time to time, I know it changes. How was that determined? I know it's a vote by all the coaches in the conference, correct? They submit.
So they all sit together when we go. So we go to Pisgah. That's where we have all of our all-conference meetings. And, with myself and Matt Bradley, all the ADs sit together. Then the sports in that season, they will sit by themselves, and then pretty much all of the coaches will put the players out there and say, all right, here's my nominees, and they all try to work it out and say, hey, he hit good against us, he threw well against us.
1-2, fouled off.
And I know there's parents who don't understand how it works, and they think it's one way or the other, and why did my kid not get it, and how did that kid get it? Well, a lot of times all the coaches know each other very well. I know in baseball, all these coaches, they're friends, they talk a lot, they text each other. They say who's good, they're playing well, they're kind of down a little bit.
Look at the stats from time to time. 1-2 is not going to be.
What?
Oh, okay.
I thought he was going to call a balk when he had time.
There was, I think we believe maybe a soccer ball or something. As you can see, soccer practice going on behind the visitors' dugout. 1-2. Hit down the left field line. That is foul.
Right. But, like the situation with Coach Greenwood this year, he's not going to sit there and say, all right, what do you guys think about Davis Anders? They're all going to say, what's wrong with you, Coach Greenwood? We know he's already all conference. Let's see if he can become player of the year. I mean, that happens.
Yeah.
But when you have 2 or 3 players for one spot, then they will ask the other coaches, tell me what you think.
Yeah. 1-2. Towards short. Scoop to second. They'll get the force there. And a run comes home to score.
There's always conspiracy theories of all that. I've seen stuff on Facebook and Instagram and parents complaining. That's how it works. You got 2 players who are, who's been pretty good for the program, and you got 1 spot left. And, here, what do you guys think? And that's how it goes down. And we tell the parents that, and they still don't believe it. But then again, their babies are precious.
Yeah. And taking second will be Anders. Is somebody getting running for him? That is number 3 now running.
Postel. J.J. Postel.
J.J. Postel running at second.
I think J.J.'s trying to play every major sport in Franklin High School. I never knew he played baseball either.
It's like Christmas morning for you. You're just finding out all kinds of surprises.
It's beautiful.
The 2-0. A little bit low. 3-0.
JJ's a good kid. I mean, he's used to small schools. He's like, yeah, I know Hiawasee. I was up in Highlands at one time. I get it.
Little Smoky Mountain Conference.
Yep.
3-0. Popped. Foul. That had to play.
It's tough for Ian. Ian's trying to find his way. He's the thing about Ian. Ian, he's a great competitor, and he is one of those true definitions of a baseball player. He's every coach's dream. Tough-minded, competitor, works hard. He's got weird music. We understand that. We're still trying to figure out where he came from.
3-1. Ball 4 loads him up again.
Most hitters, they would love to get on base and draw walks. I mean, Ian's looking for something to hit. He's trying to get himself going.
Who is this? Is the question that's being. Is that Brock Brantley? That's it at number 8. All right. Jackson Hersey is who is he is going to be batting for Brock Bradley.
Number 8, Brock Bradley.
Big for the freshman here.
To the backstop. Quickly. Catcher will scoop that one, though.
Now, story in Brock Bradley, for many fans who may not know, his dad, who's an AD at Franklin, football coach, was also on the state championship team as a catcher. He was also Jared Greenwood's backup. But we won't hold that against him.
I'm sure that Greenwood reminds him of that time to time. 1-0 is swung on and missed.
What Jeff Graham's always said about Matt Bradley was he was just born in the wrong place at the wrong time, because in most teams he would have been a starting catcher, maybe all conference.
Right. 1-1. Swung on and missed. Ball, 2 strikes now to Bradley.
But, you know, here at Franklin High School, and, you know, I started coaching here in 2002, you know, you don't really have a lot of freshmen hit.
1-2. Sent up the middle. Going to be scooped? No, not going to be scooped by the second baseman. Had it briefly. Everybody's going to be safe. Run comes home to score, and it's 16-1, Franklin.
So we've already seen a couple freshmen. You've seen Brock Bradley. You're getting a little taste of varsity action. You already saw Addix Sutton, who I know that Coach Greenwood's talked big about Addix as being a potential, you know, all-conference player, you know, big cog to the future plans of Franklin. So he'll be exciting to watch.
Pop foul. Reed Raby at the plate.
Going back to Brock Bradley, too, is, you know, again, he's quarterback on the JV team, had a very successful year. You know, good kid, smart kid, you know, does the right thing. Maybe potential, you know, running for quarterback next year, who knows. But talented, willing to work.
0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I see the Hiawasee fans are pretty frustrated with the home plate umpire squeezing. Catcher looking back saying, yeah, where was that pitch?
1-1. Misses, 2 balls and a strike.
You know, the positive about this for our hitters, they can learn to keep their hands back on something slower. I know it sounds weird to say that, but it's true.
Fouled off, evens it up, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
But this is tough for Coach Strickland. You know, you're running a bunch of arms out there, seeing what you have. I know a lot of these guys don't have experience. So maybe he can find a diamond in the rough.
Two. Fouled down the third baseline. Two balls, 2 strikes. Reed Raby. Hit by a pitch, doubled, and reached on an error. Two is hit on the line. Was not caught. They'll get the runner at third on the force. What is transpiring here?
Well, there's already 1 out.
Well, they got the runner, the force, and then they got the run down, so that's a double play.
This is
should be the end of the inning.
So what Coach Strickland is saying real quick is threw the ball at home, ran it back, and stepped on third. Should already be 3 outs.
It's the force, yeah. All right.
This is put a 10 on this. It's a circus.
Have completed 3 innings, and it's 16-1 Franklin. Stay with us.
Join Backlot Cinema and the Blue Ridge Bartram Trail Conservancy for Walking with Bartram, a section hike of the Bartram Trail through Georgia and North Carolina. Streaming now on YouTube and Facebook.
At the 20, 15-10 by
touchdown. Davis hits one into right pretty well. Right fielder backpedaling. It's out of here. Welcome back. We head to the top of the fourth inning with Franklin up 16-1 and leading things off here in the top of the fourth. It's Tanner Taylor.
Number 6, Tanner Taylor.
And Headley and Harbin slated to hit for Coach Tommy Strickland and the Hiawasee Dam Eagles in their half of the fourth inning.
I do want to talk about that last play in that last inning. So basically with one out, bases loaded, you know, what you're taught as a base runner is that when you see a line drive, you're to freeze. But I know Coach Greenwood, and we talked about this, it's not necessarily freeze anymore. I know with Coach Graham, we've always told our players that. Greenwood wants his guys to take a step back to the bag.
Slow tapper up the middle, going to be fielded by the shortstop to first in time. Nice play.
That's a very athletic play by Ian Knapp. He came charging to the infield on the run. Transfer was perfect. Throw was hard. Excellent. Nice defense.
I do believe we have some rain starting to fall. And you saw our outfield camera a couple of times with the poncho in the corner. And looks like it's coming down pretty good.
Softball's winning 8-3.
Over Swain?
Murphy.
Yeah, Murphy. Tapper to third. To first, over the head of the first baseman.
Okay.
That'll be an error. First error committed by the Panthers so far in the ball game.
So back to that play. So JJ took off on the line drive and then realized, oh, I'm not supposed to go. Stopped halfway through. The third baseman dropped it, threw it to home on the force, but nobody was coming to third base because I don't know who the runner on second base was, thought he caught it. So that's why it looks like a – oh.
That one's going to get away from the first baseman. Down the line, that's going to allow a runner to advance.
Yeah, Brock's overplaying first base as a freshman. He's getting back to the game a little bit too. He took a couple years off, but they see enough talent in him to give him an opportunity. Second, no.
This is number 11 at the plate.
Harbin.
Is it Harbin at the plate?
I think so. 31.
31, yes.
It's top of the fifth, 8-3 softball. Yeah, Harbin struggled at the plate last year as a freshman. He had a lot of strikeouts. But that's given as a freshman.
He struck out his last time at the plate. He was in the dirt.
The rain's coming down. All the umbrellas are coming out.
one's in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. Harbin sends a slow roller, going to be fielded by the shortstop over to first. Did he get him?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. 2 are gone. Runner does advance down to third.
That is outstanding defense by Ian Knapp. Twice coming in hard on the ground ball, transfers quick, hard throw. Outstanding. Great job.
That's going to bring to the plate Kyle Taylor. And that one's in the dirt. Taylor, 0 for 2, popped out his last time up. Runner at third, but 2 are gone in the inning.
Ooh, that is a tough pitch.
2-0 the count.
It's a great location by Malachi. I know Sizemore's talking about him a little bit. They want to get him some work. They think they can do things for him.
Checked his swing. Did he go around? Yes, he did.
I don't know how you can see that. Oh, okay. That should be an automatic, no swing, or I can't see that from behind the mound.
Yeah, it's one thing if you get an opinion from the first base side, if it's a right-handed batter.
Yeah. But the field umpire is also young. I mean, he goes to Western. It's probably one of the things. I told him today, I says, we're going to be on FPSN. Maybe look back and see some things and get better as an umpire.
The 2-2 pitch. And that one misses. Runs at full, 3-2.
Now, typically with a 14-run lead, you kind of want to throw fastballs and whatnot and just be aggressive. But I think he's just trying to work on his stuff. Curveballs, breaking pitches.
Ball 4. Runners on the corners with 2 gone. That's going to bring Carson Taylor to the plate.
Yeah, Carson Taylor's a junior. Again, struggled a little bit last year at the plate. He hit 150. Took a lot of strikeouts again. 20 at bats, 16 strikeouts. But in this situation, we're not worried about just trying to throw hard fastballs. I think Malachi's trying to work on his stuff.
He struck out, did Carson, his last time up. Swings and misses. 0-1 the count.
You got Brock Bradley playing deep behind the runner at first base, just trying to keep everything in front, no doubles.
Runner takes off, low and outside for ball 1. And he'll take second without a throw.
Yeah, just conceding the runner. Makes no difference in the game. Let's say mount a massive comeback here.
Of epic proportions.
Epic.
That one just misses. Oh, now it's a strike.
Davis looks confused. Like, what'd you do there? Why are you backing up? He doesn't know the count.
I don't either.
So Davis had to put the count into the dugout to put it on the scoreboard.
Is it 2-2 or 1-2?
I think it's 2-2. I think Davis is taking over umpire now.
We'll go with 2-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Yep. Davis made the call, threw it the punch out, caught it 2.
Top of the 4th in the books, 16-1 Panthers.
Planning a kitchen or bathroom remodel? The first call you need to make is to Anders Custom Woodworking. Tim Anders specializes in custom cabinetry and granite countertops for kitchens, bathrooms, offices, and entertainment centers. From the large kitchens to the smallest bathrooms, Anders Custom Woodworking will make sure your specific needs are met. Give Tim Anders a call at 828-342-4222 for a free estimate today.
Welcome back. We head to the bottom half of the fourth inning. And at the plate, who do we have?
Jaden Rogers.
Jaden Rogers. And he's going to lead off the bottom half of the fourth inning.
You know, what's funny about Jaden is, he's actually a really good hitter. I mean, he had, I think, a couple home runs last year in JVs. He was our number one pitcher. I think he's our number one pitcher now. And he just got him in the game with a big hit. He's a workout warrior, too.
Number 4, Ben Waldrop.
Ben Waldrop now will be at the plate. High and tight for ball one.
Again, more frustration from the Hiawasee fans.
Big swing evens it up at a ball and a strike.
27. So this is a new pitcher. Still on the ball well.
It's Kyle Taylor on the mound.
Is it? 27?
Yep. Comes over from right field. 2 balls and a strike to Waldrop.
Guess you're right. 27 says D. Oh, no, that's last year. Sorry. No wonder I'm confused here.
Yeah, we got some rain now falling.
Yeah. This is the kid I thought when I was asking Strickland before pregame, was he going to pitch him or start him? He told me no. And right now, he looks like the best of the group that's come in today.
3-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. It's raining pretty good.
Yeah.
From our center field camera. Attic Sutton now will bat. The non-hole he is filling the past couple of innings. Attic Sutton at the plate. Malachi Hayes on deck. See if he bats. Sent into left field. And on a hop. That'll be a single for Sutton.
I think that's 2 pitches, 2 hits. So he's batting 1,000 on his young career. Very good athlete, obviously. Running back for Franklin, linebacker. Guard for the basketball team. He's also Mark Sutton's son. If you know Mark Sutton's a god in Franklin.
Also a principal.
That too. Does that as a part-time job.
So it's Malachi Hayes at the plate as the rain continues to fall. That one in there for a strike.
This umpire's confused. He had to take 4 steps back to make that call.
Did he call it a strike or ball?
He called it a strike.
Okay, that's what I thought. I put it as a ball up on the scoreboard in the outfield.
Ooh.
Towards second. Off the glove of the second baseman. Everybody's safe.
I mean, he actually got a good hop there to make a good play, but I don't know what happened. But, again, 10 errors versus Towns County. Now they're kind of racking them up again tonight.
Number 1.
Bases juiced for Tyler Williams.
Here comes the RBI king right now with 9.
He has a pair of singles in the ball game. That one is well outside for ball 1.
He is off to a blazing start.
One 0. 2-0.
I like that. He's taking a stride, keeping his hands back, not liking what he wants to attack. That's going to be trouble.
In right field, with the rain coming down, it's going to fall. Everybody moves up. That'll play to run. Bases remain loaded.
We talk about home field advantage. Again, right field is like just a mystery out there. Balls hit to the corner. It skip to the corner. Fly balls above the lights. Right fielders. It is just a absolute terror out there for them. It's like the Bermuda Triangle.
Just Postel? Yeah.
It is Postel. Look confused there.
Hold on.
That's Tristan Messer.
Tristan Messer. Postel at the plate.
JJ, he got really handcuffed there. I don't know if he was confused or what came in too hard on him.
Oh, 2 misses. Ball 2 strikes now.
Had JJ in class last semester. He's talking about going to Florida State. He's a pretty smart kid.
1-2.
JJ kind of need to sell that. Don't walk back like, is that a strike?
2-2. Strike 3. That'll be a strikeout for Kyle Taylor, the first that he has recorded in the ball game. That'll bring Tristan Messer to the plate.
Here comes another freshman. Been part of the baseball program since 2002, about 21, 22 years now, and I've never seen this many freshmen come to the plate on the varsity level this early. That's a good confidence builder for the young kids.
Ball 1.
But then again, you kind of figured with Hiawasee Dam coming in and what kind of game it could be to give them an opportunity to play.
The 1-0. 2-0.
I will say this. I would probably bet a nickel that all the starters in the first inning wish they would have saw this pitcher start the game off to kind of get really good at bats. He's got a good arm. So maybe they got 3 good pitchers for Hiawasee. That's going to help them get through the conference this year.
2-1. Ball 3.
I know the score isn't indicative of, well, it probably is, but who knows. But Hiawasee is showing there's talent there. They have like 3 or 4 really strong hitters. They have 3 good arms.
Ball 4. And that's going to walk out another run.
I know Coach Strickland will get these guys pretty much in game shape for conference pretty soon. I know it's really tough. Brock Bradley up again.
It's Bradley, okay. He reached on an error his last time up. 1-0 the count.
I talked to his dad about Brock's music choice.
2-0.
This is pretty exciting to see Brock up here at the plate. Coaching football for a long time. Remember seeing him like a baby.
Fouled off. 2-1 to count.
Wearing diapers, walking into pregame for football games. Coming in at halftime, giving you strange looks.
Fouled off. Stays alive. Runs it 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I think it was one of Coach Graham's dreams was actually to coach Brock to kind of show Matt that he was a good coach.
Swung on and missed. For strike three.
Was it? Umpire looks confused.
Yeah, it was strike three.
He's looking left to right, clicking.
Guess what? We're heading to the top of the fifth inning. 17-1, Franklin. Back after this.
Planning a kitchen or bathroom remodel? The first call you need to make is to Anders Custom Woodworking. Tim Anders specializes in custom cabinetry and granite countertops for kitchens, bathrooms, offices, and entertainment centers. From the large kitchens to the smallest bathrooms, Anders Custom Woodworking will make sure your specific needs are met. Give Tim Anders a call at 828-342-4222 for a free estimate today.
Join Backlot Cinema and the Blue Ridge Bartram Trail Conservancy for Walking with Bartram, a section hike of the Bartram Trail through Georgia and North Carolina. Streaming now on YouTube and Facebook.
Welcome back as we head to the top of the fifth inning. Franklin up 17-1. It could be 18-1, but they got 16-1 up on the scoreboard in here. So we're going to go with 17. Evan Hedrick. They're going to lead things off with the Hiawasee Dam Eagles. And he swings and misses.
Yeah, I don't think Evan Hedrick was not too pleased with himself in that swing. Tyler's throwing the ball well, though, to start out.
Yeah, we got a new pitcher. As that one is golfed high and deep into left field.
Dropped it.
Did he catch it?
Dropped it.
He did drop it. Okay.
It looked like they almost ran into each other.
Yeah.
I think it was the center fielder.
So that will be an error.
Batter number 24, Trenton Beavers.
As Trenton Beavers stands in.
Tyler Williams on the mound for the Panthers.
We were talking right before that hit into left center. We got a new pitcher on the mound. It's Tyler Williams for the Panthers.
George's game's going so long, I think Tyler's hair grew in the first 4 innings. Sunday hop.
Towards second to first in time. That'll move the runner down to third.
Well, it's J.J. Postel with the 4-3.
One gone with the runner at third. That's going to bring to the plate Clay Davis.
He's got his pullover on. Never seen that before.
I've seen softball players wear a pullover before, but I don't think I've seen a baseball player. Swung on and missed. 0-1 the count.
Well, I talked to, when I was talking to Coach Strickland, some of their players walked up, and they thought Franklin was a cold place. And I told them, well, you guys got more snow than we have.
One ball and one strike.
It's true. I wouldn't lie to you, George.
On one, and therefore strike.
I wonder if the umpire has like Google glasses, like he's got to check to see if that's like in the range of a strike before he makes a call. It's pretty delayed.
1-2. What do you think about the strike zone, the AI strike zone that they've been implementing in the minor leagues?
Well, their whole purpose is to speed the game up.
Yeah.
I'm more worried about the whole you got the clock.
Pitch clock. Yeah.
For the hitter. It's I don't know if you've seen of her, but a few of the spring training games have ended on the hitter not being in the box.
Mm-hmm.
Ball game, with 2 outs, and that's it. So I don't know. They're trying to perfect the game, make it go quicker.
2-2. It's fouled off.
I just don't think that's baseball to me. Baseball is just a different sport. Again, I love the human element. It just makes it more fun. Fans get more engaged. I know it stinks for the umpires, but it's entertaining.
2-2. Should be strike 3.
I saw the data of the first couple of weeks of spring training. The average game so far has dropped about 20 to 30 minutes, which is unbelievable. So
I believe this is Colton Barong.
Yes, it is.
And he takes a ball.
But what's interesting about that, George, is I don't get that for the owners. I don't know if the owners would like that at all, because 30 more minutes in the stadium is, more sold beer and popcorn
Absolutely.
and stuff. He didn't go.
Checked his swing.
And he went. Okay.
Did he go?
He called a yes.
Okay. We'll go back to 1-1.
Sorry.
That one's in fair territory. Swing going to be fielded by the third baseman. But he doesn't have a shot at getting the runner, and the run comes home to score.
Yeah, that ball scored away from Brock. Usually you want your first base to come off the bag towards the ball to keep the ball in play between the lines. But little things.
Number 6, Tanner Taylor.
So we've got Tanner Taylor now at the plate with the runner at first, and a run comes home to score for Hiawasee Dam. Their first run since the first inning.
All right. They got rid of the ball from 5 years ago. Something to see now? Oh, never mind. They tricked them.
It's going to be Tanner Taylor at the plate. 2 gone. Runner at first. That one's going to be poked through the hole into right field for a base hit.
Again, that's what you're going to get out of Hiawasee. They put the ball in play. They're going to hit the baseball. Once they find themselves early in the season, they're going to be a better team. Another thing, I don't know if you noticed all game, and talking to Coach Sizemore the other day, all of our pitchers are in the stretch. And that's a new trend. I'm teaching my kid that.
Headley at the plate. Swings and misses.
Just the thought of, just getting the ball up. You're the same. It's a simple delivery. You come set and just go straight up and go home. Makes it easier for the pitcher and everybody else.
Bounces away from Davis, and the runners will advance.
It's funny how the idea of pitching has evolved from the early 1900s to now. It was so demonstrative in your windup, to now it's just a stretch, lift, and go.
Mm-hmm.
But it keeps your center, nice and straight. I like it. He's done a good job with the pitching staff.
1-1. That one misses. 2 balls and a strike.
Obviously, Randy Phillips, who's a great coach within himself. He's down at the middle school level, trying to help the program out temporarily.
Tapper to short. To first. In time, and that's going to do it. That'll put a lid on things here in this non-conference affair. Franklin wins 17-2 over the Hiawasee Dam Eagles. A non-conference affair. The Panthers now move their mark to 3-0 and look forward to a date with Andrews next week. And then looming on the horizon, Ryan, is Mountain 7 Conference play, which begins at East Henderson on March 21st.
Yeah, really excited by that. And the conference is different this year. We're going to play the conference games in a week. One of the big changes now that we all agreed on as ADs is not throwing your best pitcher, twice versus a team. Now you get them once.
All right, well, that's going to put a lid on things here. Thanks to our fine camera operators, Christine and Philip, out braving the elements here at McConnell Field. For Clinton Taylor and for Ryan Haley, I'm George Young. Till next time, so long, everybody.
In open space, Hanley at the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
Davis hits one into right pretty well. Right fielder backpedaling. It's out of here.
Why pay monthly storage fees? With a low down payment, you could own your own storage building. Let Todd Inslee at AT&T Storage Solutions help you get the storage building you want today. There are no credit checks. You can rent to own, and they offer free delivery. Located in Franklin on Dowdle Mountain Road between the Franklin Walmart and the Roundabout. Give Todd Inslee a call at 828-371-7393.